Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had the door. Hodor. Aw. We got the origins of Hodor. As in, we created the origins of Hodor. Somehow. I still don't really get how, but it did. I don't know. It was interesting. And Hodor may be dead. Most likely dead, which sucks. I'm gonna miss him, but yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, Jon and Sansa are working on how they're going to take on Ramsay Bolton. The children actually created the White Walkers, which was a big twist. Arya is going to kill someone named Lady Crane. Euron Greyjoy has taken over the Iron Islands and is going to create an Iron Fleet to give to Daenerys Targaryen. Daenerys has ordered Jorah to go search for a cure for his grayscale. Meanwhile, Tyrion and Varys are getting the aid of the Red Priestess of Meereen in order to basically sell Daenerys' role as the Great Ruler Protector. The Night King attacked Bran in the north. Summer died, and Hodor died, basically. And that's that. There we go. Jeez. That's basically that. This is where I say no spoilers. Don't spoil things. Don't be a dick. And, yeah. It was a bit of a... There's a bit of an offbeat intro, but whatever. With that being said, let's get into this episode of Game of Thrones. Here we go. Yeah, Mira. She's not used to doing that. Normally they have Hodor do that. Is he still in the vision? What more is he getting from it? Whoa. Oh, he's in a little too deep. Aw, don't do that. Fuck you. Fuck you with that. Don't show me Ned's death again.
Burn them all!
Whoa. Where's my sister?
Whoa, shit. What the hell? Man, can your vision get specific? Oh. Yeah, he's seeing Hardhome. Oh, they're coming for him. Hey, buddy. You back?
Mira.
Whoa. Whoa. Jeez. The fucking Headless Horseman just showed up. Man, this guy knows what he's doing. I like it.
You didn't tell him I'm a wildling.
The thing is, my father doesn't like wildlings.
No one likes
wildlings.
wildlings.
A man of myself by.
Sam. Oh, Sam.
Man, this is weird.
You think I'm mad? I sound mad.
No, you don't. You could never. You're right, he's not. He's a lot more...
He is. There's something about him. His way of looking at the world.
He's a nice dude, all things
It's
considered.
not an easy... His sins don't erase that purity. They only obscure it. He just
Interesting.
needs to atone for them. We all do. Sooner or later, one way or another. The gods have a plan for us all.
They really got to you. She doesn't know how to use those. Uh-oh. There you go. Just quick learn. That's good.
I thought the Night's Watch might make a man of you. Something resembling a man, at least.
That dude's voice.
You managed to stay soft and fat.
Somehow, he's walked over the whole goddamn north and he's still fat.
Spending your life reading about the achievements of better men.
He probably has
Oh,
more
but you
stamina,
still
though.
can't sit a horse.
Killed a White Walker.
There's no such thing.
Oh, they're
I
coming.
saw it with my own eyes on our way down to Castle Black.
Your way down to Castle Black. Where did he kill a White Walker?
Well, they would be north.
Your invitation into our home.
Come, my dear. Tala. I've lost my appetite.
He dishonors us.
You
Fuck
dishonor
you.
yourself.
Ooh, damn. Good. Stick up for them. Fuck that guy.
Mother's a fine woman.
Man.
Sam?
We're leaving.
What?
Get your things.
I don't have any things. What are you doing?
We belong together. All of us.
Good.
What about your mother and sister?
Oh, they'll understand.
Your sister's dress.
She won't mind. Looks better on you anyway.
Oh shit, is he taking the sword?
Won't he come for it?
He can bloody well try.
Damn. He at least has confidence. I like that.
Do unto you more treachery.
Gotta do it. Your last chance.
Me!
Kind of turning the crowd against Tyrion in Meereen.
You have no right to an opinion.
Oh.
Careful of that one.
This is not gonna go over well.
She wants you dead.
Oh shit, she's getting needle. Still there.
Shame. The girl had many gifts.
Oh, jeez, taking the face. Oh, Lord Tyrell. And all of his gold fucking armor.
Madness has had its day!
Rousing speech.
Rich or poor, noble or common,
Oh, she gets to keep her hair?
if we sin,
These guys have great formation, by the way. Oh, and Alina.
To die in the service of the gods would please each and every one of us. We yearn for it.
Then you'll get that.
but there is no call for it today. There will be no walk of atonement.
Huh.
Queen Marjorie has already atoned for her sins by
What?
bringing another into the true light of the Seven.
What do you mean? Tommen. Shit. They both got to him. Oh shit. The Kingsguard have a mark of the Seven.
Between the crown and the faith.
Jeez, man, that's a new development. I mean, I guess that's okay. If Marjorie's not gonna walk down, do the atonement walk.
He's beaten us.
Yep,
That's what's happening.
he beat you at your own game.
You have served your house and your king faithfully for many years. And you will continue to do so. But not in this city.
He's going to Castle
You-
Rock.
lost it.
Walter Frey?
Yes, Father.
If I want excuses, I'll put her in charge. They're laughing at us all across the Riverlands.
Yeah, 'cause
right
fuck
down
you.
to King's Landing. They're laughing at us. I hear it in my sleep. I'm not dead yet, unfortunately for you. And I'll not
Fortunate
leave
for
this
all of
world
us.
until they all choke.
Apparently Walter Frey can't manage it on his own because he's 400 years old. He sent me with an army to the Riverlands and it seems they could last months.
Not
Better
Castle
you're
Rock.
elsewhere.
Benjen.
Uncle Benjen.
Jesus!
The last letter John wrote me said you'd been lost beyond the wall.
He will find his way to the world of men. When he does, you will be there waiting for him. And you will be ready.
Okay. Interesting.
So we ride from Marine, and after that, we sail for Westeros. And what then?
I take what is mine.
Right.
You weren't made to sit on a chair in a palace.
What was I made for?
You're a conqueror, Daenerys Stormborn.
Just like Aegon. Did Drogon get a lot bigger? Oh shit, she's up there. Yeah, he got bigger. They're with you, girl. Cool. What was the point of that scene, exactly? I mean, I guess she just amped them all up, but... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was cool, it was awesome, but I'm not quite sure the purpose of that scene. I don't know. This is pretty cool, though. Okay. Another good episode. Maybe I don't know. I shouldn't keep, being like, well, it's a little bit lower than the last episode. And we're not going to do that. Fuck it. It was a good episode. It was good. Yeah, let's just go over the notes right away. Okay. The first thing I wrote down was burn them all. What the heck was that? So, we saw someone, when Bran was still going through his visions... When Bran was still going through all of his visions, he just kept seeing more and more and more and more. And there was someone who looked like he was on the Iron Throne yelling, "Burn them all." Let me see if I can find that. Yeah. And that's Wildfire. Burn them all. Wildfire. Someone on the Iron Throne. Was that the Mad King? Are we going to get a vision of the Mad King Aerys Targaryen? Perhaps. Because, see, the thing was, he was kind of going in a little too deep, and the Three-Eyed Raven always said you cannot stay there forever, or else, like staying in the sea, you will drown. So that's interesting that, it's like we kind of got like a glimpse of future visions that Bran is going to have, and one of them appears to be King Aerys. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of wish we had more. I wish we had a solid vision. Now, okay, something else to mention is, the past couple episodes I've been like, okay, we're seeing these visions. Bran is seeing these visions, which is good and cool, but what are they leading to? Why why are we seeing these visions? There's a purpose to these visions, but I don't know what it is yet. You know, we saw Ned Stark as a child fighting with his brother Benjen, and then Lyanna comes in. We had the vision when Ned Stark was a young man trying to save Lyanna from Sir Arthur Dayne. And then we had some separate visions with the White Walkers. So, yeah, why is it that we were seeing those visions, and at least now we have a little bit more to connect with those visions, because one of those visions included a young Benjen Stark, and Benjen Stark is alive after all this time. You know, he was kind of basically just the first casualty, not of the show, but he was one of the first casualties of the Night's Watch. You know, he was a ranger, and he was, you know, he would talk to Jon Snow early on in season 1, and then we just assumed he was lost, basically. And then now, he's back. He's back after all this time. He faced a White Walker and died, but the children brought him back. So, that's cool, you know, because we got, last season, you know, they said, like, hey, Jon, you know, there's a wildling here that saw your Uncle Benjen. Obviously, this was a lie, because they just needed to get Jon out there so that they could kill him, but yeah, to go from that to then bringing Benjen back, that's really cool. So, I like that. I like that they actually brought Benjen back. Hey, we have another Stark back. Isn't that great? So, yeah. We brought back a Stark, Benjen, who kind of knows what he's doing when it comes to the dead. And now he must also be a warg, because he saw the three-eyed raven, and you know, the three-eyed raven called out to him, which now we have the explanation that Bran is now the three-eyed raven. That's the thing. So, before it was the old man in the tree, now it's Bran. He is the three-eyed raven. And while he doesn't know right now what he needs to do to defeat the White Walkers, I always get that messed up, I'm sorry. Well, the Night King is probably what that is. Now, even though he doesn't know, he is still able to learn. He can, you know, see these visions of the past to learn how what he needs to do to defeat the Night King and the White Walkers. So, yeah, that's interesting. I wrote down Tarly and Hornhill. So we finally got to meet Sam's family, which is interesting. And, you know, it's not just that his father is a colossal douchebag, but he also hates wildlings. Like, oh, great, just add a bit more to how much we hate this guy. So, yeah, him being such an asshole, and, you know, even to Gilly, and it's just like, come on, man. So, that was interesting. And then at the end, when, you know, Sam was like, you know, we should not be split apart, you know. So, that was good. And then he took the sword. I love that. He took the sword, and it is Valyrian steel, so it will work against the White Walker. And it was also interesting when they were talking at dinner, you know, about Sam killing a White Walker, and, you know, the one guy, I guess the betrothed of Sam's sister, was like, there's no such thing as White Walkers. Because, yeah, the general population doesn't believe White Walkers actually exist. So that's interesting. It's like you kind of forget that. It's like there's like 8 different shows happening at once. There's the show with the White Walkers, then there's the show with, you know, King's Landing and Westeros, then there's the show with Daenerys, which is way the hell over there. So, yeah. So that's interesting that, you know, it's nice to hear someone from the Westeros show talk about a White Walker. Because that was always the thing, too. You know, when Maester Aemon sent ravens to so many different houses and people, informing them that the White Walkers were coming back, only Stannis Baratheon responded and went to help. Other than that, no one has ever said anything. They didn't even mention it in King's Landing. That's the other thing, too. Like, in King's Landing, no one mentioned, like, hey, we got word from the Night's Watch, the White Walkers are coming. So, yeah, it's like, it's been a little bit removed, but, yeah, that's interesting. I wrote down Arya and failure. So she has gone against the wishes of the House of Black and White, and she's not no one anymore. She failed in her final chance to become no one and accept her role as a faceless man. So yeah, that's interesting that she still couldn't go through with it, and now it looks like Jaqen H'ghar is going to kill her, basically. Or something like that. Because they did say, Jaqen H'ghar did say, you know, it does not matter whose, but someone's face is going to be, you know, lifted, basically. So it's either going to be the actress, Lady Crane, or it's going to be Arya. Basically, like, if you fail, then your face is going up there. So, yeah. So that's interesting. And it's also interesting, Arya immediately knows that, too. You know, that's why she's hiding out, and she even went and got Needle, too. So, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the big Sparrow incident, basically. So, yeah, the big Sparrow incident. First off, Marjorie seems to have broken, actually. You know, I think, was it last episode, I think? Last episode or the episode before... It was the episode before. Sometimes I get these mixed up because I recorded 3 today. So this episode and the past 2 episodes I've all recorded in one day. So anyway, so yeah, in episode 4, you know, when she was talking to Loras, it really sounded like, you know, she was, you know, trying to stay strong and trying to, you know, hold on to who she is and not give in to High Sparrow, basically. But now, she does seem to have given in, and now she's also gotten Tommen involved with it. So now, I keep saying Tommen has formed an alliance with the High Sparrow, which is interesting. It basically cements the High Sparrow's power, and goes against Houses Lannister and Tyrell, which is interesting. That's really interesting that, you know, Tommen was swayed, basically, by his wife and the High Sparrow. And it's also interesting that Marjorie does not need to take the Walk of Atonement. Which is, again, it's interesting. I keep saying that. But yeah, she doesn't have to take the Walk of Atonement. And she didn't get her hair cut off. That was also something interesting. And I guess it must be because... because she confessed, or she's like, it was more of a personal atonement, something that Cersei never did, which is why Cersei had to go through that and Marjorie doesn't. But yeah, I don't know, it's a little weird to think about, because now like, our royal couple, basically, the king and queen are now basically under the control of the High Sparrow, and are now going against Houses Lannister and Tyrell, to the point that now, interestingly enough, at first I thought Jaime was leaving the Kingsguard, but instead he's being stripped of it, basically, and he's being forced to step down as Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, which is, again, interesting. Yeah, no one do a drinking game of how many times I say interesting. You'll be dead before the end of the video. Now, I thought he was going to leave, not just, you know, be demoted, basically. And I thought, because, you know, Tommen is there, Kevin is there, Lancel is a part of the Sparrows. Who has Casterly Rock? No one. No one has Casterly Rock. So, that's interesting. That's interesting. No one has Casterly Rock. So I kind of thought Jaime would quit and go back to Casterly Rock, or or Tommen would send him there. But no, now he's being sent to the Riverlands in order to aid Sir Walder Frey. Well, just Walder Frey. Lord Walder Frey, that's the correct terminology. So yeah, and that was interesting seeing Walder Frey back. We haven't really seen him probably since season 3. I don't think we've really seen him since then. And yeah, now it's like, I don't know, it's interesting, basically. You know, watching him, and then, you know, he's trying to get back River Run because he doesn't want to serve the Tullys anymore. And I guess, so now Jaime is being sent basically to help him take the Riverlands. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. It was just very fascinating. Yeah, it was interesting to watch. And, you know, when Olenna says, like, you know, like, he's beaten us. He beat us, basically. And it's true. You know, they did exactly what they were going to do. They marched in there ready to kill every sparrow in order to retrieve Marjorie and Loras. Now, we didn't see Loras. That's the other thing. We did not see Loras. What happened to him? I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, but they got to Marjorie and they got to Tommen. So yeah. But it's not over. Cersei is still determined to destroy them, but not quite yet. Like, she's taking her time. Jaime wants to, you know, like he said, he gives Bran basically a giant bag of gold to recruit every killer in Westeros. But Cersei's going to play this out a bit. She's going to let it play. She's going to take her time and then take her revenge. So, yeah. And I think most of that is through the trial by combat, which I guess is coming up soon. The trial by combat between the Mountain and whoever the High Sparrow names as his champion. I don't know who he would choose as his champion. It would thematically, I would think it would be someone who can take on the Mountain, you know? But not many people can, that's the thing. And the other thing is, because this is a trial by combat, you know, because this is a trial by combat, including the Mountain, who won the last trial by combat he was in, thematically, or, you know, storytelling-wise, I would have him lose this time around. But I don't know. I don't know what would that mean if the Mountain lost? You know, what would happen, basically? And yeah, who would the High Sparrow name as his champion? That's what I want to know, basically. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Another great episode. We are zooming right along through this season, aren't we? So, yeah, that's pretty much that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.